Wendi and welcome to the Specialist Series. Today you're going to be looking at a Pilates reformer bed, and I'm going to pull you right back to basics because I've been teaching since 1979 in the fitness industry. My feet have been doing a lot of work in that time. In fact, back in those days, what you might call a body attack class now was done in bare feet on carpet on concrete. So my feet have definitely seen a lot of travel. They've managed to survive. It is so important to look after your feet. Think about your clients. When you're taking a person through a squat, for example, if they're not flexible through their ankles and flexible through the lower limbs, they're not going to be able to do a good squat. If you're taking somebody through a walking action, a gait, and into a run, if they don't have mobility in their toes and then into their ankles, again, that's going to affect their gait. So a lot of problems start from the feet, and we need to get those organised first. People spend a lot of time in closed up shoes. It's lovely to spread their toes out. It's lovely to use all the muscles in their feet. Their feet will love you. So let's get into our footwork series right now. First of all, lying on the reformer bed. There's a little technique, even for lying down, that whole one hand here, shoulder in, flip yourself in, so it's the safest way to get onto your bed. Let's start with traditional Pilates method, which means Pilates V, or the dancers would say first position. Toes apart on the foot bar, heels together. This is probably the first chance that you'll have to work with your clients, one of the first exercise routines that you'll do working through the footwork. So you want them to start thinking of their Pilates principles: breathing, core control, and movement integration. So before they start, make sure they're set in their neutral spine. Often people will straight away go flat back, especially when they go to push. They'll push off and imprint their lower back. So they need to keep that little bit of space the whole time. You need to separate your legs and your hips and your feet and your ankles from your torso and be able to move those two things separately. So spread the toes, squeeze the heels, relax down through your hips. Breathe in through your nose. And as you sigh out, gently press through the legs, weight even on both feet, squeezing your inner thighs together, squeezing your glutes, and slowly lower your body back down, softening through the rib cage, maintaining neutral. So at the moment I'm doing what we call reverse breathing. In a gym, if you're doing a squat or a leg press, this would be your normal breath. Inhale, prepare, exhale, push. Inhale down. So most people are going to feel comfortable with that breath. Exhale up and inhale down. Breathing out to push up and breathing in to come back down. Watching they're stabilizing the pelvis. They might even want to have their hands on the hip bones or otherwise just relaxing at the side. Exhale up. You want them to be soft through the ankles. So if they're not pushing up through their toes, they're softening the ankles. Let the ankles move. We're trying to release in that area. All right, change it now. Heels in line. So feet, knees, hips like train tracks all in line. Watch again, they're not imprinting, they're maintaining neutral. Let's do traditional Pilates breath. Inhale up. As the spring stretches, exhale to control back down. Inhale through the nose and exhale on the way back down. You can even look at your students' feet. Now, some of them will be really turning their toes back and they're tense in their feet and they've got all this energy. Try and get them to relax their toes. The energy should breathe through the heels. Inhale up. Exhale down. They're breathing into their rib cage. Try and bring them from the outside world into the Pilates room. Inhale up. Exhale, lowering back down. Change the feet now just to the center of the foot. Again, the more you can soften the ankles, the better it'll be. Again, let's reverse breath. Inhale, prepare. Exhale up. Inhale down. By switching from one type of breath to the other, so your traditional and then your reverse breath, they have to start thinking. They have to actually start focusing on what they're doing here rather than letting their mind wander off to somewhere else. Breathing out as you press up. Breathing in as you lower down. Another thing to think about, you're pushing up, you feel pressure through the foot. On the way down, feel the same pressure, so you're resisting the spring to lower. Exhale up. Inhale down, soft ribs. Press and lower. Now all the way to the balls of the feet, spreading the balls of the feet, spreading the toes. Different sort of breathing, advanced breathing. Inhale on the way up and down. Exhale on the way up and down. Here we go. In and out. In and it's faster. Breathing in and out. But still maintaining that smooth move all the way. Exhale, out and down. Soft ankles all the way. Take your feet to the wide position or second position in ballet. Dancers will fall all the way out to the side. Floppy people will fall all the way out. Bring them back and make them have a little bit more control using their adductor muscles as well. And in fact, have you ever been watching the Olympics and you see the weight trainers come out and before they lift a heavy weight, a power lifter, they're smacking bits of their body. It's not just because they're crazy men, they're actually trying to turn on, they're getting a connection, they're getting these legs, by giving that a bit of a whack, it'll actually kind of get the nerves to send a message to the muscles and you'll get maybe 10% more out of that muscle. So we want the VMO to work as well as the glutes. So switch on those muscles as you exhale up. Inhale down. Make sure they're working here as well as working here, because that's what's going to give them the control through the pelvis to be able to go into the next exercise where we extend one leg off. So you've got to transfer weight. And if you're not squeezing the glute and working the VMO at the same time, you won't be able to have that stability through the knee. Exhale, press. Inhale, control. Exhale. You can point the toe or you can flex the foot, whatever works for you. You find that you'll get a little bit more core activation with a flex. So for the dancers, it's quite a challenge to actually flex the foot rather than point the toes when you're pressing out. But choose whichever one's best for you. So slightly more advanced with that one. Internal rotation. Feet are slightly apart, knees roll in. My cue for this one, between your knees is the winning $60 million lottery ticket. $1 million's no good. I used to say $1 million a few years ago. What do you get for $1 million nowadays? Nothing. So $60 million. That way you can buy things for your friends and family, be a philanthropist, and also something for yourself. Knees together. Don't drop it on the way back down. Exhale it. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Don't straighten your knees. Bring it back down. Half of you just drop the tickets. Exhale up. Rotate inwards. So we've had lots of outward rotation. You're now rotating inwards. Feel your VMO, working through your hips, press through the heels. Keep pushing your heels out to the side. It feels really odd. Exhale. Probably the only people who'd be comfortable in this would be beginner skiers, snowplow, 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 or maybe horse riders, squeeze onto that horse. But for everyone else, it feels pretty odd, but you're just working different areas through your hips, your feet, and your ankles. All right, bring it back to the center, toes on the foot bar. We are in Sydney, famous for Mardi Gras. Put on your highest high heels, lift up into your high half toe. Watch that one, people roll out. They lift into high heel shoes, ankles roll out, they've lost contact with the ball of the big toe. Keep the ball of the big toe. Imagine you've got shoelaces and you actually want to push the shoelaces forward, not rolling out sideways. So you're in your high half toe position, they press all the way up, still in neutral. This is where your students will love you. Lower one heel, heaven. Bring it back up to the top, other side, lowering down. I guarantee as soon as you take them through this exercise, they're going to say, I love this exercise. It's guaranteed. Straight away, it just comes out, I love this exercise, because I love this exercise. Make sure they come right back up through high half toe and then lower. So one is going up, one is going down. Let them enjoy the feeling of the stretch. This can also turn into a calf exercise, basic calf exercise. Push on 1, lower on 2, lift on 3, control on 4. You could add 2 calf raises, and 1, and 2. By the time you get to 10, they're going to be screaming at you and they'll want to stretch. So push up to the top, tuck one toe under, lower one heel down. So this is the leg we're stretching. The other foot's underneath, pulling, and you're getting a stretch on the other side. You could also do an assisted stretch. If they had 2 feet on the bar, 2 heels down, and you grab their heels and pull, they love that one too. So it's a great stretch to work on. Make sure you're working on both sides so you're evening yourself up. Now they're your basic footwork exercises. You can also go into more advanced variations. For example, if people have got core control, they could be working their calf, stretch one leg up. So you're doing heel raises, single leg calf raises, that's already a challenge, but then add a leg rotation. So what you have to do is you have to stabilize your pelvis because it'll want to all tip around with the leg going out. So you've got to be able to keep your core control. You've got to be able to keep your coordination. You've got to be able to breathe, inhale down, exhale up, and then you've got to be able to reverse those circles. So you're balancing on your opposing side. Inhale down, exhale up, and then bring that all the way down to the bottom. So there you go. Basically, footwork series, working through your toes, your ankles, your calves, to begin shaping your legs, preparing you for all different sorts of exercises that you're doing, and just connecting to the breathing. I hope you enjoyed that series.